Hi, this is Dr. Yvonne Tax, and today's topic will be on VAT exempt goods and services and zero rated goods and services. I'm talking from the Nigerian tax reforms, and we can actually see the VAT exempt and zero rated from Chapter 8 tax incentives in the Nigerian Tax Act NTA. So we have Chapter 8, we have Part 1, Part 2, we have Part 3. Then you now have part 4, which is exemption from VAT. Then that's when we now talk about the exempt supplies, then the zero rated supplies, which can be found in 186 all the way to and 187 of the Nigerian Tax Act. Anytime you want to look for zero rated items, you want to look for the VAT exempt items, goods or services, you can always come to my channel to just quickly look through and update yourself. You have the tax authorities you want to clarify. So the main value added tax explanation when it comes to taxable, what is a taxable supply, time of supply, rate of VAT, which is 7.5 in Nigeria, they are all found in chapter 6, value added tax on its own. Why this one is a subset of the economic incentives that have been given to the populace. So let's go quickly into what is a VAT exempt and what is a zero rated. So I said zero rated, you file and you can use it for input, while VAT exempt items is excluded from remitting VAT or deducting VAT. So some of the items that are exempt from VAT are oil and gas exports, crude petroleum oil and feed gas for all processed gas, goods purchased for use in humanitarian donor-funded projects, baby products, locally manufactured sanitary towels, pads and tampons, military hardware, arms, ammunition, locally manufactured uniforms supplied for armed forces, paramilitary and other security agents of Nigerian government, shared passenger road transport service, purchase, hire, rental or lease of tractors, plows and other equipment used for agricultural purposes, supplies consumed by an approved entity in the export processing or free trade zone, provided that that supply are consumed on its approved activity, goods or services supplied to a diplomatic mission, plays or performances conducted by educational institution as part of learning, land or building, including interest in land or building, money or securities, including interest in money or securities, government licenses, they are VAT exempt items, assistant devices and disability related products. I remember people are saying, oh, we didn't take cognizance of some sectors, but they say, okay, the disabled people came and they were able to identify it and add it to the tax laws. So it's always good for different bodies to come up to actually enhance their own sector and they will be heard to see if it's reasonable to add. Then we now move to what are now the zero rated items, whereby you are a taxable entity, you need to file, but it's zero rated and you can now use it as an input tax, which is in the 13th schedule. We have basic food items, they are zero rated. We have all medical or pharmaceutical products, including medical herbal products, educational books and materials. They are the rate of zero. You have to file, but those other ones, no, there is no VAT applied to it. We have fertilizer, 0 times maybe 10 million is zero, but at least you have to file. Educational books and materials, fertilizers, so you can claim input VAT on all these. Locally produced agricultural chemicals, locally produced veterinary medicine, locally produced animal feeds, live cattle, goats, sheep and poultry, agricultural seeds and seedlings, electricity generated by Genco, TCN, Disco, Nigerian Grid or Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading Company. We have medical services, we have tuition, nursery, primary, secondary, tertiary, they are zero rated. Exported goods, excluding oil and gas, because oil and gas were in the exempted items. Exported services, exported incorporeal properties, medical equipment, electrical vehicles, parts, semi-knocked down units for the assembly of electric vehicles. These are all zero rated items in 187, while in section 186 we now talk about the VAT exempt supplies, goods and services, which is under the tax incentives, while the major delving into value added taxes in chapter 6 of the Nigerian tax act, that's from section 144 to section 158. This is Dr. Yvonne. Do well to follow me on my platform at Dr. Yvonne Tax and get updated with tax education. Thank you.